My husband, Sorrel, is 5 years older than me. We got married when I was 25. I thought we would have a happy life together, but I was wrong. Sorrel, can you get off your phone already and help me set the table?
Me? Why?
Well, I thought we decided to divide up the chores since we both have a job.
But I make way more than you, so chores should be your responsibility.
But I already made dinner, so I don't think setting the table is too much to ask for.
No thanks.
Why not?
You can complain when you make more than me.
Huh? He wasn't like this before we got married. Why did he change like this? His attitude completely shifted once we moved in together, and he never did any of the chores that we promised to divide up. He would always wake up around noon on the weekends and stay on his phone all day. So that meant I had to take care of all the chores that had built up over the week by myself. On weekdays, I only had time to make dinner and do the dishes. So I was really busy on the weekends doing laundry and cleaning the house. But that wasn't the worst of it. Hey, stop!
We're married. You should like this.
He would force himself onto me when I was really tired and trying to go to bed. But I wasn't giving in so easily. I told you, I'm tired.
You're my wife. This is part of your job.
You know why I'm so tired? Because you never help me with anything.
But I thought I already told you that I'll help you with the chores once you bring in more money than me.
Okay then, do I have your word? I'm gonna make you sit on the ground and bark like a dog the moment I bring in more money than you.
And I'll do some tricks for you too.
I know I should have gotten a divorce with him then and there, but I wasn't a quitter. I was pouring all of my energy into making more than my husband to get revenge on him. At the time, I was 25 and my husband was 30. We were both making an average amount of money, but since he was 5 years older than me, he was making about $5,000 more than me per year. I asked my superiors what I should do to increase my salary, and they all told me that I should try to get promoted to a managing position that has a higher average salary.
But you're still relatively new here, and if you want to be promoted early, you're gonna have to work really hard. Are you sure you can handle it?
I'll be all right. I'm gonna do my best. And so from there, I did everything I could to get myself closer to a promotion. My colleagues all told me that I should get a divorce, but they saw how persistent I was being, and they all ended up rooting for me in the end.
Hey, what took you so long? I'm hungry.
It didn't matter how busy I was. My husband was still acting like a baby. Here's dinner.
Takeout again?
I'm going to bed.
Hey, Nina, wake up!
I woke up early every morning and came home late every night. That's how I lived my life for about a year. But then,
Congratulations, Nano. You're gonna be our youngest manager ever.
my work finally paid off, and I got a promotion. I was finally making more than my husband. Hey, I'm not gonna do any chores from today.
Huh? Why?
Because I make more than you now.
What are you talking about?
And so I handed the promotion notice that I received that day to my confused husband.
You're the new manager?
Yep, my work finally paid off. I can't be happier. Now it's your turn. Sit down on the ground and act like a dog. You said you'd do some tricks for me too.
Why would I do that? Are you stupid?
But I thought you said you'd do anything for me if I started earning more than you.
You were only promoted because you abandoned your responsibilities back home and poured every fiber of your being into your job.
But you never fulfilled your responsibilities back home either. When are you getting promoted, huh?
But chores are supposed to be done by a woman.
Then I should quit my job and become a stay-at-home wife then.
But you're the one who said that you wanted to keep your job.
But you're the one that said that your pay wasn't enough to make ends meet.
Whatever, I'm not doing any chores.
And so my husband ended up not following through with his promise. I wasn't kind or forgiving enough to do the chores for him, so I only did my laundry and only cooked my meals. When he saw that, he got really mad because he thought I was going to give in eventually and do his chores for him. And he must have realized that nothing was going to change if he didn't do something, because this was what he did next. My husband packed his dirty laundry in a bag and headed outside. Did he go to a laundry cleaner or something? I didn't think much of it at the time, but I was surprised when I saw him coming back home with her.
Hey, Nano. Long time no see.
Ma'am? My mother-in-law was standing right next to my husband, and she seemed super mad.
I asked my mom to do my laundry for me because you wouldn't.
I knew just from looking at him that he had already complained to his mom about what I was doing to him.
My son said that you weren't doing any of the chores. But what is going on?
Well, there's a good reason for all of this, and
I don't want to hear your excuses. The chores should be your responsibility. What are you thinking?
you have to hear me out, ma'am. Your son promised that we divide up the chores, but he's never helped me out with any of it. And he told me that he'd start doing his own chores if I started making more than him. And that's why I was pouring a lot of hard work into.
You're a woman. Why did you think it was okay to make more than your husband? You need to quit your job now.
That's ridiculous.
If you don't want to quit, then start doing his chores again.
No way.
Aren't you the reason my son can't get a promotion at work?
I knew Sarawa's mother was a very traditional, conservative-minded woman, but I couldn't believe what she was saying. And when she walked into my house without my permission, she started inspecting her surroundings.
Why is the living room so nasty? There's a random sock out of here, and there's dust all over the place.
But I'm pretty sure that's Sarao's sock and...
But it's your responsibility to keep the house tidy. Start cleaning this room now.
And so I had no choice but to start cleaning the room while my husband watched and grinned. And she kept on finding flaws with the house and forced me to spend all day cleaning.
I'm hungry. Make dinner for us.
And make it quick.
My husband was acting like a king now that his mother was here to save him. So I made dinner very quickly and set it on the table. And that's when...
This is disgusting. You've been forcing my son to eat crap like this?
Yeah, I know, right? I've had to endure this for months now.
But you always said that I was a good cook.
Maybe you shouldn't eat this stuff anymore, Sarao.
Yeah, but if I eat out every night, I'm gonna get sick.
Well, I guess you're right. But I feel so bad for you. Poor boy. You basically have to eat dog food every day.
I know that they were trying to piss me off, but I just wasn't going to let them roll over me. I'm very sorry that the food is not to your liking. I'm going to try my best to get better, so you can come visit again and try it out when I get better.
There's no way you'll ever get better at it.
So are you going to come?
Fine. I'll come back here in a month then. Say, you should ask your coworkers to come visit as well, Sarao.
Sounds like a plan. It'll be a party. You're fine with that, right?
Since you're going to get better and everything. And so I agreed to cook for the party. And from the next day, I started cooking nonstop to get better at it. But this isn't like my job at all. No matter how many times I try, I couldn't seem to change the taste. It all ends up tasting the same. I didn't know how I could get better. I was just going through a very long process of trial and error.
Nah, I invited like 10 of my coworkers to the party, so you better be a good cook for the party.
Damn it! My husband has always acted arrogantly, but his attitude has gotten worse since his mom came into the picture. But one day, I took a day off from work so I could go to cooking class. But then I got a message from someone. Hello, are you Nano? I'm Asuki. I'm Sarao's older sister. Wait, Asuki? Asuki, Sarao's sister, who's 3 years older than him, texted me out of nowhere. I knew that she was busy traveling all around the world for her job, but I had never met her before. I was surprised when I saw her message. I'm sorry to contact you out of the blue, and I'm also sorry about missing your wedding. Oh, please, don't apologize. Thank you for the wedding gift, by the way. It was a lovely gift. You were busy with work then, right? Oh, I wasn't. My mom just made that excuse up. What? So you weren't busy? Yeah, I just wasn't invited. To your brother's wedding? Why would they not invite you? Well, you know my mom was right. She's very strict about women staying inside and doing the chores. She's never had a job herself. That's why she got really mad at me back when I was still in high school. Because I said that I wanted to become a cook when I grew up. And that's why I left the family when I graduated from high school. And I haven't talked to any of them since. I see. So that's why they never talked about you. Wait, did you say that you were trying to become a cook? Are you a cook now? Yes, I am. I produce the menu for a few restaurants now. Wow, that's incredible. And I'm going to be in your area soon for another job. And I wanted to finally meet you and say hi to you in person. I don't really care if I see my brother or not, but I hope my family hasn't bothered you or anything. Well, actually, recently there's been something that's been bothering me. Wait, really? Is it my brother or is it mom? Both. That's terrible. I'm so sorry this is happening. When are you free? We should meet as soon as possible. And that weekend, I drove an hour or so to meet Azuki at a cafe by her restaurant. And there, I told her about everything that's happened to me since I got married with Sarao. That's ridiculous! How could my brother treat you like that? And what is my mom thinking? She has no right to step into your marriage like that. Nano, you should definitely get a divorce with that asshole. I know good lawyers, you know. They're very good at their jobs and will for sure help you win in court. Well, I'm probably going to get a divorce with him eventually, but I just don't want to give up right here. I want to cook the best meal they've ever had and make them eat their words. So you're that kind of girl, huh? I like it. Then I'll teach you how to cook. Really? Yep. And you can trust me. I've impressed some of the world's best food critics with my cooking, and those assholes will be left speechless when they eat your meal. Thank you so much. And so from that day on, I started learning how to cook under Chef Azuki. We couldn't meet up every day, so most days we just called each other. But I didn't want my husband to know that I was learning how to cook from his sister, so I pretended like I was listening to music on my headphones. There's no way you'll be able to become a master chef in a month, so let's decide what the menu is going to be on the day of the party and learn to cook that perfectly. Yes, ma'am.
Who are you saluting? Have you finally gone crazy?
Wait, was that my brother? Yep. That brat. Don't worry, we're gonna make him pay for what he did to you. Let's do it.
Welcome! Thank you for having us.
Sarao came back from work and brought about a dozen of his colleagues with him. After I invited them in, I ran back to the kitchen to prepare the meal. But then...
Hello. Nice to meet you all.
There you are, you bitch. I'm going to make you eat your words today with the skills I learned from Azuki.
Nano, I cooked some dishes as well, so you could give this out to them as well.
Huh? That's when my mother-in-law brought out a few containers with food in them.
I don't want my son to lose his friends because of your crappy food.
Oh, okay then. But I was confident that I was going to come out on top. Chef Azuki herself taught me how to cook. There's no way this could go wrong. And so, I finished up cooking and placed all the dishes on the table. The party was ready to begin.
Alright, cheers!
At first, everyone grabbed small portions of every dish. But when they came back for seconds, most of them took from the dishes I had cooked.
Man, this is delicious.
Yeah, your wife is an amazing cook.
But some of them are a bit, salty.
I had some of what my mother-in-law had cooked, and it was indeed salty. By the end of the party, all of the dishes I had cooked were completely gone. Meanwhile, most of the dishes that my mother-in-law cooked were left unfinished. My mother-in-law seemed like she was absolutely furious when she saw this.
Man, thank you for the delicious meal. I'd love to come back.
No, thank you. I appreciate the... While I was thanking them, my husband said this.
Actually, the dishes you guys seem to like were all cooked by my mom.
Wait, really?
Hey, Saral, what are you talking about?
Oh, come on. I thought we promised not to tell them the truth. I feel bad for Nano now.
They framed me. I tried to tell them the truth, but my husband and his mom shut me down completely.
All of the salty dishes were made by my wife, and the rest were made by my mom. I should have told you guys that earlier.
My husband's colleagues all looked surprised, and an awkward mood filled the room while they said their thank yous and left the house. Damn it! I can't believe those bastards! The next day, I told Azuki all about what had happened. That's when she calmly said this. Nano, you should get a divorce. Yes, ma'am. But before you do that, would you like to get revenge on these worthless pieces of human garbage? What do you mean? She explained to me what her plan was, and she told me that this was going to be the best revenge story ever.
Man, I can't believe you actually came back.
Well, I was in the area, so...
But why'd you decide to host a party and cook for us?
Well, I want my mom to finally accept me for who I am. I'm a cook, and I want her to know that.
Well, you've never really been on good terms with Mom, have you? I'll deal with her for you, so just don't worry about that. But I invited 50 of my work friends, so you better cook up something good. All of my superiors are here as well, so my career is on the line here.
Don't worry, I prepared something that none of them have ever had before.
I'm counting on you.
Azuki had reserved a large party venue for the event, and all of my husband's co-workers were there. Everyone knew that they were going to be able to enjoy Azuki's cooking for cheap, so the turnout was amazing. My mother-in-law was reluctant to show up at first, but my husband ended up convincing her in the end, and she was also at the party as well. All right, let's get this party started. And so the party started, and the food was brought out to the table.
This is delicious.
Yeah, this is amazing. You're lucky to have Miss Azuki as your sister. Well, I'm really proud of her.
My husband and his mom both looked happy to receive compliments about Azuki, but then... Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for coming today. I'd like to put on a little show for you guys today. Mom, come up on stage.
What is going on?
My mother-in-law looked confused at first, but she thought it was a surprise for her and eventually made her way up to the stage. All right, now time to execute our plan. I learned how to cook from my mom.
Oh, come on, Asuki.
And my sister-in-law is also an amazing cook.
What?
So I'd like to host a cooking competition between these two. And when Azuki said that, I climbed up on stage.
Wait, what is this?
Hey, Azuki, this is not part of the plan.
It's a little surprise I came up with. You told me that I could decide what to do at the party, remember?
But...
You know how expensive this venue is, right? If you want to decide what I get to do at my party, you're at least gonna pay for the venue, right?
Damn it.
And I have only the best ingredients here. The rules are simple. The person that makes the best dish in 30 minutes wins. Ready, set, go! I started preparing my dish immediately. Meanwhile, my mother-in-law was still busy bickering.
Damn it, you guys framed me. Fine, I'll play along with your little game.
And so, she grabbed a bunch of random ingredients and started preparing her dish as well.
This dish is amazing. Its presentation is wonderful too, but this dish right here is a bit salty for me. Did your mom cook this one, Soto?
All of Sorrel's co-workers that came to the other party at my home looked confused.
Wait, I thought Soto's wife made the salty dish. What's going on?
What a waste of great ingredients.
The results were clear. After a vote, the winner turned out to be... Nano wins, 45-5. What a decisive victory. Great job, Sorrel. I can't believe you landed a girl like Nano. Everyone besides my husband and his mom were clapping. The two, meanwhile, looked furious. After the party, they told me to meet them at the back of the venue. All right, time to get my revenge.
Hey, Nano, what the hell was that? Since when have you been talking to my sister?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Do you think embarrassing your mother-in-law is funny?
Well, I thought you'd be able to win since you're such a good cook.
Now everyone knows that my mom's cooking isn't the best. How are you gonna fix this?
Shouldn't you be blaming yourself for lying to your coworkers?
My son was just protecting me.
By throwing me under the bus?
Why should I care about you? And besides, my coworkers are all idiots. I can't believe they prefer your cooking over mom's. They're all stupid.
Are you sure you want to be saying those things?
My mom is a way better cook than you, way better.
All right, then you should ask her to cook for you from now on.
You don't need to tell me. I want a divorce.
Sure thing. Could you sign this? I handed him the divorce papers that I brought with me, and he signed them immediately.
Now you're done for. I bet you're never gonna find anyone as good as my son ever again.
Well, I doubt your son is ever going to find a workplace as good as the one he has right now.
Oh, what?
Why are you bringing my job into this?
Guess what this is? I took out something from my chest pocket.
Is that a phone?
The phone is connected to a speaker in the party venue, and all of your coworkers heard everything you just said.
What?
Did he call us idiots? Says him, that bastard.
I knew his wife was the one that made those dishes at the last party.
I can't believe he would protect his mother over his own wife. That's just a bit weird, don't you think?
I bet everyone's super pissed back there.
What the hell do you think you're doing?
We're going to sue you for defamation.
If you're going to do that, sue me instead. I'm the one that came up with this.
The key?
You bastard. I can't believe you came back just to embarrass us like this. This is why you're...
You haven't changed at all, have you? You know the way you think is outdated, right? And you're embarrassing too, Sorrel. How could you ever treat your own wife this terribly?
That's none of your business.
Of course it is. Nano married you, which makes her my sister. She's family now, and I can't let you guys treat her like this.
Shut up. You're a traitor.
Oh, you're still upset that I haven't gotten married yet?
Your job is to give me a grandchild, and you abandon your responsibilities. That's why I prefer Sorrel over you.
That's right.
But you guys are gonna get a divorce, aren't you?
He'll find someone new eventually.
Just so he can get a divorce again.
Shut up. You're single too. You have no right to say those things about Sorrel.
Oh, but guess what? I got married.
Huh?
And I'm 4 months pregnant.
Oh, wait, you're already expecting?
That's why I'm back in Japan. I'm gonna stay here until I have my kid. I thought I should tell you since, he or she is your grandchild. But I guess this was a waste of time.
What's their gender?
We don't know yet.
Oh, please, let it be a boy.
Why does it matter to you? You're never gonna see his face anyway.
Why not?
Just ask yourself that. But anyway, let's go eat some dessert.
Wait a minute. But my grandson.
Mom, calm down. I'll give you a grandson, right, Nano?
What?
You love me, right? That's why you've done all the chores and worked your butt off at your job, right? It was all for me.
No, it was for myself.
Since when were you like this? You're such an asshole now.
This is all your fault, you idiot. What are you even talking about?
You bastard.
But I'm gonna go hand in the divorce papers tomorrow.
Wait, please.
I can't wait for you to get fired.
No, please, no.
But my grandson.
And afterwards, everyone except for my husband and his mother enjoyed dessert. Everyone seemed satisfied with the party when they were leaving the venue. And on my way home, I went to the city clerk and handed in the divorce papers. I was finally free from my husband and his mother. I was gonna stay at the hotel while I looked for a new home, but Azuki let me stay over at her place. I was able to find a new home shortly afterwards. Meanwhile, this was what happened to my husband. He ended up not being fired because the incident happened at a party unrelated with work. But his superiors and coworkers all hated him, and he started to stand out like a sore thumb at the office. No one wants to talk to him nowadays. And eventually, he became depressed and left the company. His mother probably bears most of the responsibility for that, though. After the party, she started training to become a better cook. But her cooking actually got worse, and my ex-husband was forced to eat all of the salty dishes that she had cooked.
More flavor. I have to add more flavor.
Mom, stop, please.
And now they're living off of the limited savings that they have. Thoreau is apparently having a hard time finding a job, but they both deserve it all. My husband was a ridiculous person, but I was able to become a better cook and get a promotion thanks to him. So maybe I have to thank him for that. I guess he doesn't deserve that.